Can you imagine making $2,000 a month for one social media management client? That would only require you to have about 4 to 5 clients a month to hit those 10K months and 6 figures as a social media manager. Now this is actually very realistic, and in today's video I am going to reveal what a $2,500 package a month for one client will actually include. And I bet you that it's a lot different than what you think, and it's not as much work as you're currently thinking, okay? My name is Mail and I own a multi-six-figure social media agency, and I now help social media managers do the same thing. If you haven't grabbed my free social media manager roadmap to become a six-figure social media manager, then make sure that's the first thing you do in the description below. Now let's dive right in. Now, the very first thing that is included in my $2,500 a month social media management package is strategy. Now, before you run away, you're like, oh, get scared of the word strategy. I know it is overused, but it is a real skill to have as a social media manager. As a social media manager, you're not necessarily responsible for strategy, content creation, posting, you name it, right? But if you as a social media manager can provide clients with strategy, then you are off to a great start, because this is really where the big money is, okay? Strategy. Now, what is strategy as a social media manager? This is the skills to actually read the data you collect for clients and make quote-unquote strategic decisions based on what's going on their social channels. So really, on a monthly basis, you are able to track insights on their social channels and translate to them what this means for them, and setting goals, setting benchmarks for them, and growing their account with strategic decisions versus just creating content, posting and ghosting, right, without them ever hitting their targets or their goals. And this is why strategy is so important. Now, even strategy as a standalone service, I offer for $2,000 just by itself. And this only includes one consultation, one-on-one, 60 minutes with me, where I dive into the business with the business owner, their pain points, and go completely through a questionnaire that gives me everything I need in order to build the strategy. And then I create the strategy and I give myself a 30-day turnaround so I can deep dive into their social channels, see what's going on, and really nail the strategy for them. Now, in the strategy itself, I will show you a real life example here of a strategy. We dive into things such as the target audience. This is a major part. And this doesn't mean that you need to create the target audience for the client, but you need to do the research on their target audience, what they're looking for, how they consume content, everything you would want to know as a social media manager in order to nail the content and the messaging. So target audience is a big one. Content strategy, right, where you set content pillars for them, the type of content you're going to create, and how that supports their overall social media goals, hashtags, keywords, a social media audit, right? What are they currently doing? What are they doing well? What aren't they doing well? Competitor analysis, that's a huge one. What are their competitors in their industry doing? How often are they posting? What type of content are they creating? You name it. There's a lot out there, and most business owners have no clue what their competitors are doing. And this is also great because you can compare insights to competitors and showcase them, you know, how well they are doing compared to other people in their industry. Some other things that can be included, and it can be as in-depth or as brief as you would like, but these are some of the key parts that you will find in a strategy, okay? You can go as in-depth as you want, as I mentioned, but these are the key parts that will be included in a strategy. So if you want to make the big bucks as a social media manager, I highly recommend you to invest in learning social media strategy and into your skills. Now, if you want to join a community of like-minded social media professionals, then you can join my membership, The Inner Circle. There's currently a waitlist out, but when we open doors, you would be the first one to join. Check out in the description below. Now, the second thing that's included in a $2,500 social media management package is content creation and social media management, right? You will be creating the content for the client, including captions, visuals, video editing where needed. Again, for me, we in my agency work as a team, so we have multiple roles that all work on clients. And so we cover the entire content calendar and all the content is created for them. We also publish it for them. So obviously that is a very big part and it's completely hands-off. Hence why it is a $2,500 social media management package. Now, in terms of the design that you create for the content for your client, there are several ways you can do this. In my agency specifically, we usually have a designer who creates the templates for social media, and then it's really easy for the social media manager to use these and apply these while staying on brand, right? Now, I know not every social media manager is as good at design as they would like to be, so whether this is in your wheelhouse or not, that is a great way to approach it. And there are a variety of tools that we use to do this, right? If you want to know my top social media management tools, then make sure you check out this video where I go in depth into my go-to social media management tools that we as a team actually use in my multi-six-figure social media agency. Now, the third thing that is included in a $2,500 social media management package is community management. Now, what is community management? That is doing engagement on behalf of the client. Now, there are two types of engagement: inbound, everything that comes in, anyone commenting on posts that you would respond to, right, and handle as the brand, and outbound engagement. This is where you proactively go out of your way to engage with potential clients, prospects, right, anyone that is valuable to the business that you want the business get eyes in front of, right? So that is very, very important because it's a crucial part of the success of the social media presence. Now, engagement is time consuming, so that is one of the reasons why it is included in the $2,500 social media management package, right? And there are certain ways, again, if you have strategy, the engagement approach you take will also be included in the strategy. So you aren't just engaging with random accounts, right? You're utilizing hashtags, you're utilizing competitors, local pages, whatever your goals are, you want your engagement strategy and your community management to align with that. So that is part of the overall $2,500 social media management package. Now, there are a couple different ways you can do engagement as, right? One of the ways is DMs, direct messages, story replies, but also leaving public comments. Now, I'm just gonna give you an example of what that would look like if I were to do this for clients. I would actually utilize my own social media page. So now let's say I have a local client, right? They're local in Austin. I would actually utilize keywords, the search itself, where we could say Austin, Texas. Now there's this big page called Austin, Texas Things. Now it's very likely that the local community follows this page, right? So I could then go into people that like their post or even into their followers, right? And I could see, oh, here are local people, anyone in there, and the account itself where I can leave comments and say, what a great photo, love to learn more. So that is one example on getting in front of your audience, because now that I commented this on a large local account, not only the account will see it, but everyone that comes on that page, reads the comment section, etc. So that is just one way of doing community management. We actually keep track of everything we do for clients, that they know how many DMs went out, what is our response rate, are we getting conversions, are we getting calls scheduled, etc. And even doing follow-ups. So this is actually lead generating too within that social media management package. Now, if you stayed all the way till the end of this video, you now know what is included in a $2,500 a month social media management package, and you know that it is very realistic to charge those rates for a quality service that includes everything that a client would need to be successful on social. Now, if you're an aspiring six-figure social media manager, make sure you download my free roadmap to becoming a six-figure social media manager, and I will see you in my next video.